The setting in today's scripture lesson is the ancient Grecian city of Corinth, where a group of young Christians are creating a story, their story, inspired by the message of a radical young Jew who had called on them to love even their enemies. Their mentor, the Apostle Paul, is addressing a problematic issue that was present in their communal meetings. It appears that in their excitement and enthusiasm for their newfound faith, confusion reigned. Everyone had something to share, speaking at once, a testimony, a prophecy, an interpretation of prophecy. In these verses, Paul gives them some instructions about restoring order, taking turns, then succinctly summed it up with, do everything decently and in order. Many of us at Covenant grew up in churches that claimed to hold fast to a literal translation of letters like Paul's and the gospel stories that eventually emerged as the New Testament, to insist that specific suggestions, like those in today's scripture, are applicable to every time and story since. Most of us, however, have come to a different understanding of Judeo-Christian scripture. We still seek to take seriously the teachings of Jesus, but to embody them most effectively here and now. By engaging with one another and working together in this effort, we're attempting to create our own spirit-led story in our time and space. But months ago, our world and our story shrank. For good reason, we've been frightened by the coronavirus. We've had to isolate. We had to learn and practice new rules of safety. We had to become homeschoolers and to devise ways of working from home. The daily news reported sad hospital scenes, frightening statistics, and a lack of national leadership. It's been emotionally draining, an inward-looking period of preempted plans and diminished dreams. Until 2 weeks ago, when ready or not, a hideous murder brought our fellow citizens to the streets, insisting that our country wake up to their claims of injustice. In our time of confession, let us own up to our fears, acknowledge our need for renewed confidence, and pray for the willingness to do the work of the kingdom in the days ahead. Please read with me now the unison confession. We have important work, but none of us can do this work alone. As much as we need constructive self-examination and critical dialogue, we need each other. We may never come to think alike or to act alike. I hope not. But by participating in each other's faith journey, by reaching out to each other and sharing in the struggles to name and claim our theologies, we can strengthen our prophetic voice and deepen our sense of community and our commitment to a shared faith tradition. I take heart in knowing that we do care for one another. Being apart has proven that. We know the needs of our community, our nation, our planet, and we're committed to address them, to help create a world of love and inclusion, holding fast to the promise that the Spirit of God will be with us always, even to the end of the world. May it be so.